to Gist Time with VOS TV, where we bring you all the hottest stories. My name is Mary Okaka, and holding down the fort with me today is Mr. Ologundudu Black. So we have three very interesting stories for you today. The first one is the Anap NOI presidential election polls. We are going to look at that. Then we are going to look at Messi being on the Argentinian currency very soon. And also, Sanwo-Olu is commissioning the Blue Line Rail today. And we are going to look at the railway transportation industry as a whole. So going right into it, we're starting with the Anap NOI presidential election polls. Now, the Anap NOI presidential election polls are a public opinion polls where they rate the popularity of each of the presidential candidates in the run-up to the elections. So I'm going to go straight to Mr. Black. What do you think about the recent Anap polls?
Thank you, my beautiful presenter, Mary Okaka. And thank you, viewers. Based on the Anap poll, public opinion, right? To me, it's a prediction. You can't use that fact to generalize or make a assumption that, okay, this is the person that is going to win. Though, based on their facts, a few years back, they predict, they make an assumption, they conduct an opinion poll based on the election, and so person was won. That is Ms. Ebele Jonathan, right? And a few years back, they also make the same opinion poll. Buhari won, right? So now you see, table can turn around anytime. Things can change. This is Nigeria. Our politicians, you cannot use a specific calculations or a specific statistics to generalize or to make an ending fact based on what we are looking at or based on what we are saying. I get my point now. So I think, to me, Anna, I don't concur to that. Yes.
The thing is,
I don't concur.
The thing is, I think Anap NOI is just a public opinion poll because, according to the convener at Edo Peter's side, it is done using mobile phones and social media. So they're just trying to rate the popularity of, I don't think, because I heard the man speak on Channels Television this morning, and I don't think it is conducted, I don't think they are conducting it with the mind of trying to predict who will win. I think they're just conducting it with the mind of trying to rate the popularity in the run-up of the election, because the elections have not been conducted yet. So they're trying to rate who is popular the people right now.
Let me tell you something. Popularity is not a guaranteed way or a guaranteed success to who will be in the office next year.
Of course, we all know that. Yes, we all know that.
So, what is public opinion? It's
the public opinion pool is just
getting an individual's view based on what is happening, either in politics, in business, in entertainment, or any classification at all you can make. So, to me, see, Anap is, see, this is Nigeria. You can't use you cannot use a particular statistics to generalize or make a conclusion based on what
I have to come in
happen.
there.
No.
I have to come in there because Anap, like I said before, I listened to Atedo Peter's side talk, and there is no way. I saw it a lot online. A lot of people are like, why is he predicting that Peter Obi will win? I want to categorically state this. The man did not say Peter Obi will win. He did not say Peter Obi will definitely win this election. No, what he said is, this is the results. These are the results of the polls I conducted. If Tinubu was leading, that is what you would have seen. If Kwankwaso was leading, that is what you would have seen. But this is the result of the polls I conducted using just social media and mobile phones. So he's not saying this person will win. He's saying this is the result of what I conducted.
That's the reason why I come in there say, and I make mention of that. You cannot use Anna.
He's not generalizing.
I know.
It.
Say, let me tell you, we are Nigerians. Majority of youths nowadays, they're not using that to make a reference that, okay, according to Anap, wow, it's a 10% or 100% guarantee for so party. I get my point now. So see, it is when an election is being conducted and the final result is placed out for the public to see. That is when you now say, okay, see, to me, Anap is undergoing a process of prognosis. When I say prognosis, and I also mean assumption. So it's an assumption. It just assuming, okay, he said Labour Party have 23%. APC, which is actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had how many percent? It's not 30%. He said Atiku Abubakar, that's the presidential candidate of PDP, have 10%, and so on and so on. See, and up to me, it's just an assumption. Though, according to history, the assumption he made, the prediction he made, work.
But he's not making a prediction. He's testing the popularity of the candidate.
And that's setting the popularity.
It's not a prediction.
Not the popularity. It's about getting the public, getting the opinion of the people.
Exactly. And based on the views of people, a lot of people are actually flowing towards Peter Obi's side based on
remember,
polls.
People that vote, they are the grassroots level. And this thing is trending on social media. Election is not about social media, it's about the grassroots people. Hope you know that. So the grassroots people are the people that will come out and say, yes, this is the person we are voting for. So I think we are going to run up on Anap, and let's move to the next story. I think
okay. So the next story we have for you is Messi being on Argentinian currency. So according to an Argentinian newspaper, that is El Financiero, they reported yesterday that the Argentinian Legislative House were proposing, they said jokingly, but you know how things might go. So they were proposing putting Messi's face on 1,000 Argentinian peso currency. Mr. Black, what do you think about this? What do you think about Messi being on the Argentinian currency?
All right, Mary, you remember 1978 when Argentina won their first World
I don't remember 1978. I wasn't born then.
All right, no problem. All right, 1978, there was a commemorative coins in their currency. Evan Perón, that's the first lady of Argentina, a picture was displayed, was printed on commemorative coins in Argentina. So this is not the first time such an occurrence will comes up. So, and if you look at Messi, they valued Messi. Let's forget that this is an entertainment or is an entertainer in the football line. You get my point now. Messi is not a politician. Hope you know that. But they value his work. They value his image. They value his hard work. So, you know, to me, it's a welcome development to Argentina. And I want you to remember this, and our viewers. They practice a democratic system of government whereby they don't just do something, they seek the opinion of the citizens. And remember a few days back when they won their World Cup, they declared a day public holiday in Argentina. So, you know, Argentina is a country whereby the government carry people along before they make any decision. Not like here in Nigeria that they want to the minimum withdrawal limit is a day is 20,000 naira. They don't even conduct properly, no public pool like Anap. This Anap supposed to also comes in and address the federal government of Nigeria. No, this I get my points now. So Argentina is a great country indeed.
But I would like to chip in here.
Okay.
I'd like to chip in here that we do not know exactly how the Argentinian system of yes, they are a democratic system. Yes, they are a federal system. But I've come to realize something from world news that I listen to and I follow. I've come to realize something that even among countries that claim to be democratic or under the federal system of government, just like in Nigeria, we have cases of autocratic-like rulings and policies without the input of the people. So I feel like we cannot exactly speak for the Argentinian government and say, okay, this is what they actually do, this is how they do, this is how they don't do. They might decide to do it without the consent of the citizens.
You can rate a country based on their standard of living. Hope you know that. What I mean is this. Look at Argentina. They are trying to put Messi image in their currency. Yeah. So with that, you will understand that they value their citizens. They regard him as a legend. GOAT. I mean, greatest of all time, right?
Yeah.
Now, Argentina is a country whereby they value your efforts. Let me use that. Effort. It's not easy for somebody to be putting his or 100% effort. To me, it's a kudos to Messi.
It's a kudos to Messi, but I feel like any other country can do that.
And it's a plus as well.
It's a kudos to Messi, and congratulations to his fans if they end up doing it. Although El Financiero said that it was jokingly proposed. And the people who proposed it in the Argentinian legislature are actually fans of Messi. So congratulations to his fans if they end up doing it. But I feel like any other country can actually do that. Any other country can actually put the face. I mean,
it will work, but not in Nigeria.
Any other country can do it. I feel like Nigeria can also do it if we want to. I mean, we have the face of Alvan Ikoku that was on 10 naira notes that I want to say blessed memory because I haven't seen 10 naira notes in a while. But Alvan Ikoku that was on the 10 naira note was a great educationist. He wasn't a politician or he wasn't a politician. Alvan Ikoku wasn't a politician now. He was an educationist that made his mark in.
He's playing alongside with politicians.
Okay, what of Ladi Kwali that was on the 15 naira notes? That was a potter.
In communication, there's what we call social responsibility theories. All these things, there are stories behind it, which we know.
Ladi Kwali was a potter whose work was even recognized by the United Nations Heritage Site.
Before it can be recognized, politics is involved.
That means if by this your Mr. Black, why I fought this your reasoning is because by this your reasoning, that means Messi is also a politician for him to be recognized.
Politics is involved. Is it only Messi that is in that team? We have Di Maria, we have others, but they see Messi as one of the key players.
So because you just praised Messi, that you just praised the Argentinian government that they value their citizens, and that is why they did what they did.
They value their citizens.
But by this your reasoning, if normal people that made their mark in other careers of endeavors are being recognized by their countries, that means there's politics involved, because you just said that Alvan Ikoku and Ladi Kwali that made big strides in their careers and were recognized by the Nigerian government.
Let me shock you. During their own time,
we are playing politics.
Listen to me, please. During their own time, there were other people as well doing the same thing with them. Why are they not picked?
Are there not other people that are doing the same thing as Messi?
They pick them. See, there's a theory behind everything that happens in life. Not just say, there's a theory behind putting Argentina's image in their currency. There is a theory behind putting Ladi Kwali in our currency. So let's leave it like that.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to leave it like that. And then we are going to go on to the next topic, which is Sanwo-Olu commissioning the Blue Line Railway today. So the Blue Line Railway is the first phase of the Blue Line Railway project, which is going to encompass a lot of other projects. But the first phase is involving the railway line from Marina to Mile 2. So, Mr. Black, this is not actually the first of its kind, because we've had railways over the years. But I feel like the railway industry as a means of transportation is not looked into very well by the Nigerian government. What do you think about that?
First of all, Lagos is one of the most populated city or state in Africa. And it's one of the business gigantic states as Nigeria is concerned today. And Lagos was from May 27, 1967. So it's not a small child state. So I commend Sanwo-Olu, that's in respect of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State. Kudos to him. It's a man of vision. So Lagos had been exist for over many years. So and he bring in this railway trade transportation to Lagos. So it's a welcome development. Seriously, are you not going to ride the Blue Line Rail in Lagos? Are you not coming?
I
will pay for your tea fare. I will pay for your fare.
First of all, I know a lot of our viewers will come for me for this thing.
Are you serious?
But I am not a fan of Lagos.
For you. I'll pay for you.
I'm not a fan of Lagos. Well, I'm somebody, I don't like crowded places. I know a lot of people will come at me for this. Why don't you like Lagos? Ejo, I don't like Lagos because I don't like crowded places. But aside from that, Lagos, I feel like Lagos should not be the only place in Nigeria. Yeah, kudos to the Lagos state government for making big strides in railway industry. But I feel like the railway industry is mostly concentrated in the northern and western part. Yeah. The only time I've heard of railway in this southern part is the one in Delta State, I think. But in this, especially Edo State and the rest, you don't hear of anything like railway. Many of them that were in use before have gone into disuse, and the government is not doing anything about them. What do you think about that?
In respect to what you just said, that railway is upstate, is not in existence. Look at Ekiti State here. that the foundation of knowledge Ekiti State beside Ondo State. You know, Ekiti was derived from Ondo State, 1976. Now they had their first international airport few months back, Edo State in Nigeria, their first airport. Now the use of rail train in Nigeria. Say, don't let us deceive ourselves. Our politicians, they are not trying at all. They are being biased. To be realistic, they are biased. Look at the Northerns. We have a lot of trails
what is your railway services in the northern part,
now,
Abuja,
see,
Kaduna?
if you look into it critically, train transportation is one of the means of transportation for common man. If you look at London, developed country, even Ghana, South Africa, you get my point.
Yeah.
So train transportation is one of the transportation whereby a common man can afford to. I'm going to the next state. If you can't go by ship or maybe water or road, you can easily transport by train. So I think our government is supposed to look into that, and that will also generate revenue for them as well, if they are really serious in business. Because there's a difference between starting a business and look at it to the end, and starting a business and along the line the thing crumble. You get my point?
Yeah.
Now? So look at what happened Kaduna and Abuja railway transportation that was hijacked by hoodlums, bandits few months back. Now they are come back on tracks to show okay they want to continue business. Now they are now adding more to their transportation fees. So what do you expect? They are saying that diesel is high.
But this one is high.
Yeah,
that was the excuse the Nigerian Railway Service gave,
yes,
that diesel is high. And I understand even when they were, I think there was this talk back then about why there are not train services in the southern and southeastern parts. And they're like, more train services are hard to maintain because nowadays gone are the old days where you use just coal to run trains. But nowadays it's diesel.
You measure something that in maintaining railway transportation is hard, is difficult. It's not difficult. It's
expensive.
My dear, it's not expensive. It's about having the right channel, having the right people put them to work. It surely comes out. The having the right people. When I say the right people, when it comes to embezzle, you have 5 naira for a particular project, and at the end of the day, they be writing in excess that okay, we spend so much, and they didn't spend onto that. So what do you expect? And you know, they say that government work is everybody shop you or shop my, everybody come out. No, be truthful in everything you are doing. If we are truthful to ourselves, our system will surely work out. But in the process where we are not being truthful, everything will be up and down. So our transportation system in Nigeria should be up to standard. Now look at, if I go to Lagos now by road, look at what they will tax you: 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. Go to Benue State, they will say 10,000. But if you have a means, another option apart from road.
But are you sure railway, when it comes, because it makes use of diesel as opposed to fuel that is relatively more cheap? Okay. Are you sure when railways are established, when more railways are established, railways that trains that run on diesel, are you sure it will not even be more expensive?
See, you know,
than
even
bus
plane,
services?
Even in plane, we have first class, we have second class, we have business class. Even in train, it's the same. In first class, there are a lot of things, facilities that you enjoy that the other classes will not enjoy. So you don't expect you paying 5 naira for something. Me, I pay 2 naira for something. You cannot enjoy the same benefit. So that is my whole point. But our government here in Nigeria, they are not trying their best at all, my sister. They are not trying their best. They should put in more energy, put in the right people that will make sure that the production, the running of the train system in Nigeria will be something that will be flexible and easy for the common man to afford.
Okay.
So that is it.
Okay, so that is where we will round up on today's edition of Gist Time. I hope you had fun. I definitely did, talking about all these really, really interesting topics. Big thanks to my co-host, Mr. Ologundudu Black, for being with me on the show today. And big thanks to you, our viewers, our listeners. Thank you so much for staying with us. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Do not forget, very important, like our page and engage us by commenting. We will always engage with you back. It's been Gist Time with VOS TV. My name has been Mary Okaka. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Stay swanky.